Hello there, vinyl community. I'm Gary, and this is Physical Format Rock and Roll. Thanks so much for tuning in. And please like my videos, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm doing a contest video here for my friend Rod over at the Happy Hippy, the vinyl guy. It's not called just Happy Hippy, the vinyl guy. So anyway, he's got a really cool channel. I like him a lot. He always says, "Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends." And he is interesting to watch. I like watching him talk about music. He's got a lot of musical knowledge, and he seems like a really nice guy. So I like his channel. I've been watching him quite a lot lately. And he is doing a contest right now. I think he's just calling it his March Madness contest. So by all means, if you have not checked out Happy Hippy, the vinyl guy, please go over there and check out his channel. Maybe enter his contest or give him some subs and some likes. I think you'll like his channel. His contest is he wants to have you name a solo act, or doing a solo album, and then a band that they're in. And he doesn't want a whole bunch of, he just wants one and one. He doesn't want you showing a whole bunch of other albums. He's got rules on there, so make sure you check those out if you are going to enter it. So I'm going to start off, and I have Sting, Fields of Gold. And of course, I think you know his band, The Police. And this is, of course, Atlantis d'Amor. Great album. Really like The Police. I like a lot of Sting solo stuff too, but I definitely like the work with The Police better. Next up is Roger Waters. And this is his live album that he put out late last year called Us and Them, which is a really good sounding record. He's got some solo songs on there and a lot of stuff from the other band that obviously he came from. He was the primary songwriter for Pink Floyd. This, of course, is the metal album. This is kind of where they started to become more of the Pink Floyd that we grew to know and love. I love the early Pink Floyd too, but the later Pink Floyd is probably a little more coherent, a little more interesting, thought-provoking. It's all good. It's all good. I love all of it. So that's what I chose for that. Next up, I have for a solo album, I have Wolf Hoffman. And this is an album, I actually talked about this. A few of these albums I've talked about on my channel. You can go back and look at them. I talked about this album a little bit. This is an album that he did a few years back where this is all instrumental, and he's playing guitar and he's mixing it with classical music. He's got a partial symphony behind him playing, and it's pretty cool. Of course, the band that he comes from is Accept, heavy metal band. It's been around for a long time. This is their latest album called Too Mean to Die, which I also did a review of this one on my channel. If you want to go back and check it out, I'll give you a hint. I like it. Next up, it's a solo album from one of my favorite guitar players, Mr. Jimmy Page. This is the Outrider album that he put out in the 80s. And I saw him on this tour, and it was a great show. Of course, if I'm talking Jimmy Page, you probably know what band I'm going to talk about. The Firm. This is the band that he was in the mid-80s with Paul Rodgers, and this is their second album, Mean Business. They only made two, unfortunately, and this is a pretty good album. Got a lot of stuff on here I like. So, mean business by the firm. You're thinking, that's not where I thought you were going. Well, here's a solo album by Robert Plant. This is Now and Zen. I believe this was his 4th solo album, if I remember. And I saw him on this tour also. And that was a pretty good tour. This is one of his most successful solo albums, with having Heaven Knows and Tall Cool One and the ballad Ship of Fools, which is a great song. This is a pretty good album. So you're saying, okay, because here's the thing. Rod's rules are like, if you're picking one solo album, like, from a band that they were in, you can't use that again for another one. So like Robert Plant and Jimmy Page obviously were in the same band, so I can't use it again. I couldn't use the same one. So you're going, oh, okay, so now you're going to show what? Oh, the Honey Drippers. Robert Plant's band that he had there for a little while, the Honey Drippers. This was something that he just did, where he played a bunch of old songs. Now, Jimmy Page did make an appearance on this album, but this was Robert Plant's band, and I did not duplicate anything there. So I am still well within the rules that Rod set forth. So anyway, those are my picks. This, of course, if you're not familiar with this, he did a lot of old standards, R&B standards, and got guest stars playing on it, and made an album. This is just an EP. It only has, 5 songs on it, but it's fun. So anyway, those are my picks for my entry for Rod, the Happy Hippie, the vinyl guy. By all means, if you have not checked out Rod's channel, go over there and check it out. Say hi. Give him some comments. Give him a sub. I think you'll like his channel a lot. I know I do. So until the next time, I'm Gary. This is Physical Format Rock and Roll. You can always find me on Twitter and Facebook. Till next time, I will see you down the road.